So UPSC is about conceptual clarity. UPSC is completely about conceptual clarity. And if you understand the concept properly, you are able to understand different dimensions of one concept. And once you understand the dimensions of one concept that you learn, that you study, that you are taught in the classroom, you can answer numerous questions. Then you would never say, or you would never complain that paper was, the format of asking question was very tough and we could not understand. So I Abhimanyu Sridhar, the Faculty of Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude, welcome you at the Sambhavam IAS. So what do you mean of class notes? If I'm asking you, how will you prepare class notes? How will you make class notes? Class notes, how will you prepare class notes? First of all, so that you can start. See, there are two parts of class notes. First is notifications and the second is notations. Notifications are everything that I'm going to tell you. I am going to dictate here in the class. The moment I say start writing, right? That are the notifications that are equal to all the students. But during this class, sometimes if I'm explaining something, suppose at this time I'm explaining you something, but I have not said that write down what I'm speaking, then every student on his or her own level write something that is called notations, right? So class notes are basically, I would say, that combination of notations and notifications. Notifications are delivered by the teacher. Whenever I say now write down what I am speaking, you start writing. These are notifications. And during the class, suppose I am explaining you some mind map or flow chart, and you on your own part write something, that is called notations. So that should be the way of making or preparing class notes. So I hope you have understood. Let's have a look on this mind map. It is where this is education plus learnings plus experience plus information plus customs and traditions. So your education plus learnings plus parenting plus experience plus customs and traditions. So whatever we learn in schools and colleges, whatever learnings we have in our life, the kind of parenting we are getting in families, whether it is in school or in college or anywhere, the kind of learnings we have, we learn different kind of things. We learn different kind of things at different places. They form our belief system. What they form? Belief system, right? They develop our belief system, right? I'm simply saying that if you are being brought up in a family where most of the persons are related to education background, right? And in a family, there's a hierarchy of educationists, then don't you think that your intellectual level, the level of thinking of education will be more than somebody else's family? So we have different educations, learnings, parenting, experience, customs and traditions. They frame, they make, or they establish our belief system, right? What they establish? Our belief system. This is belief. Now, so if the belief system, whatever belief we have, if we combine hope and optimism with this belief system, it becomes our faith. See, there are some different outfits, some terrorist organizations. They become suicide bombers. They sacrifice their lives. This is one example. Another example, our soldiers, they don't care for their lives and they sacrifice for the nation when it requires. The soldier and the terrorist both are sacrificing their lives for their mission. What makes them sacrifice their lives? Their faith system, right? How faith is developed? Faith is formed once we combine hope and optimism with our belief system. It becomes faith, right? So belief is the amalgamation of education, learnings, parenting, experience, customs and traditions, right? Then when we combine hope and optimism with belief, it becomes faith. Faith is something that can make every impossible very much possible. Even if it is looking impossible for others, that thing will be quite possible to you, right? When you combine faith with family, social and other influences, it makes our conscience. They are both positive and negative. How? Because in the bottom, in the foundation of both, we have education, we have learnings, we have parentings, we have customs and traditions. If somebody's parenting is not good, do you think he would have good belief system? Can't have, leaving the exceptions. That is why our parents are focusing on keeping us in a good society. They always advise us to keep good company of friends, to read good books, to watch good films, right? And they also try to maintain a good family environment because they know these things will form our belief system. So belief and faith both could be negative and positive. Soldiers' belief system is based on good learnings, good teachings, good surroundings, good experience, good customs, good traditions, right? And a terrorist belief system is based on bad teachings, illicit approach, negative experiences. Clear? That is why you have seen that terrorist organizations are basically hiring or just admitting children in their schools or in their training camps so that they can develop the kind of belief system that is required to become a terrorist, right? One's belief could be either negative and positive. So faith could also be negative and positive. The faith of a terrorist must be negative, must be disastrous. The faith of a soldier must be constructive. The faith of negative-minded persons must be destructive. The faith of positive-minded persons must be constructive and creative for the society and for the humanity. Clear? And APJ Abdul Kalam has said, and on his saying, on his quotation, till now, by the UPSC in this paper, 3 questions have been asked. What is the role of family? What is the role of father, mother, and a teacher in forming a good student, right? So such kind of questions have been asked frequently. Now, whatever faith we have, if it is influenced by family, society, and other things, it creates our conscience. It creates our conscience. The voice of somebody's soul, Antar Atma ki Awaaz. So it has been taken something, the purest thing. Mahatma Gandhi also said, whenever you are getting stuck in different kind of dilemmas while taking a decision in public life, take shelter to your conscience. Take help of your conscience. Listen to the voice of your soul. So do you think it is possible to listen to somebody's soul's voice? First of all, this is not possible for everyone. Even if it is possible, how can we understand this is actually the voice of our soul? Because if somebody is brought up in a terrorist camp, if somebody has been trained in a very negative environment with some certain belief system, with some certain surroundings, experiences that are negative, do you think his belief system, his faith system, his conscience will be pure? No. And that is why if question is about conscience, never say that conscience is the purest voice of one's soul. It is not. One's conscience may be either negative or positive. And that is why when I'll teach you about the conscience, I'll teach you there are 9 types of conscience.